I made $10,000 my first month as a video editor online, and I'm just going to explain the 5-step process, the 5-step formula that I use to do that. It's not that difficult. Pretty much anyone could do it once you just kind of understand what clients are looking for and whatnot. And so, yeah, I'm just going to explain how I did that. The first step is to acquire the skill. So to charge a ton of money as an editor, you actually have to be good, you know. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. We're not here to scam anybody. You know, you're not going to charge a ton and just be bad. So obviously you want to be good. Now, what do we mean by good though? See, the thing is, you don't want to be an editor and just do the process of editing. Anybody could do the process of editing. That makes you easy to replace. And so you actually want to be the guy that can get results. Now, we're talking views. That's all clients actually want. They don't care how you edit, as long as you can actually get them views and grow their channel. That's all they really care about. Now, how do you acquire that skill? You should start your own channel, start a clip channel. Like for us, I work with Twitch streamers. And so to be able to practice working with Twitch streamers and getting views, you could start a clips channel for a Twitch streamer that's ideally not too big. If you use somebody like Kai, then that's like, obviously you're gonna get views, he's massive. But if you can start with a smaller, like mid-tier streamer and farm millions of views, then you can use that as a case study and show that to future potential clients. So most editors try to build up a portfolio of their edits, but nobody really cares how you edit. So they're kind of doing it wrong. What you should ideally do is build up a case study. Don't build up a portfolio of your edits. Nobody cares how you edit. Build up a case study that shows your results so you can actually farm views for small Twitch streamers. If you can do that, it significantly increases your conversions of leads into actual clients, right? Getting people to actually pay you a lot of money. So that leads us into the second skill. Once you have the skills and you built up a case study, you then lead with proof. So you use that case study, show it to clients. You don't say, hey, I can do X amount of edits. It's, hey, I can get you X amount of views, or I can deliver these kinds of results. I can actually blow up your channel, not just do the editing like everybody else. And so you acquire the skill, you lead with proof in calls and messages, and you commit to results. So you give them some kind of guarantee. Personally, I say 100,000 views the first month because I'm confident that I can do more like 200,000 or 250,000, around 200,000, let's just say on average. And so by saying I can guarantee you 100,000 views the first month, it gives me a little wiggle room. It'll probably be more like, 150,000, 180,000, whatever, 200,000. But it's like you want to set the minimum at a pretty comfortable level. And so you commit to those results and you can say, or your money back or whatever you want to, even though that doesn't hold that much weight online. Now, once you get the client, because that will significantly increase the number of people that actually want to give you money, you'll get clients. It won't take you reaching out to 100 people to get one client. It'd be like out of every 10 people you speak to, you'll get multiple clients. So it makes conversions a lot easier. So once you get clients, communicate well. You don't want to sound like a bum, or you don't want to sound like you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to sound ignorant. Speak like a professional because you are a professional. And so communicate well, quantity and quality, your frequency and the professionalism. Update them regularly, daily. And if you do have videos pop off, you want to share that with them as your wins. You know what I mean? Like this video did 10,000 views. Video did, 5,000 views, whatever. If it's a small streamer, that's pretty good. Like if they don't really have much of a following on their YouTube channel. And then word things well, right? You don't want to sound stupid. So that will significantly improve how well you're perceived, how much of a professional people take you as. And then after that, you want to deliver. So the 5th step is just to actually deliver on the stuff you said you were going to do. Because otherwise, especially if you're offering refunds, if you don't hit it, people are going to start to, there will be some people asking for refunds if you don't hit the goal that you said you were going to hit. So make sure you hit the goal you said you were going to hit. Now, how are you able to do that and guarantee that? It goes back to acquiring the skill. It goes back to your experiences and what you've been able to do on other channels or whatever, right? Once you've done this multiple times, it becomes pretty easy to do. It becomes pretty easy to feel confident that you can do it. And then it also increases your percentage chances of actually hitting the goals because you've done it so many times. You know exactly what you need to do to hit these numbers, and you can actually deliver. So I recommend any editor pretty much start off with starting a clips channel. If you want to edit for Twitch streamers, there's a lot of money in that. You just got to work with Twitch streamers that actually have the budget. But if you want to work with Twitch streamers, just build up one channel around some small Twitch streamer and use that as a case study. Your portfolio doesn't matter. The channel itself can be your portfolio. They can just check out all the edits on that channel. But that way you build up a case study that you can use to get great conversions when you reach out to clients. The point of the channel is case study, gets you great conversions. It also increases your credibility, and so people are willing to pay you a lot more money than if you didn't have that. That would be the second point. And then the third would be that you actually get the experience of running these channels so that you know what to do. You know you can actually get great results. It works for your confidence and also just your results, you actually being able to do the thing you said you're going to do. So I hope this was somewhat helpful. It's pretty easy to start off farming a ton of fucking money as an editor online. If you do this, take this approach first. And hopefully that was helpful. Love you. Kisses.